Hi, X. Hi, Songale. Hi, Prime. Nor, hi. Why isn't there no music playing? Whoop. There it is. Yes, first, yeah, congratulations. Okay, just let me get more stuff ready. Okay. Well, let's get into it. Finally made it to stream early. Nice. So yeah, what we're gonna do is we're gonna just color these guys in. Just to make them look a little bit more finished. So you guys are gonna help me figure out what colors to go with. And first stop would be Pinterest for me. Oh, ain't that a little creepy. Guys, check out this photo. I saw this first, I'm like, oh, that's cute. Then I looked over, like, oh, that's a little less cute. Oh. Okay. Better? Yeah, I said I saw this first. I'm like, oh, that's cute. Then I looked over. I'm like, oh, a little less cute. Yay, I'm here again. Hi, Patricia. But let's see. Let's just put heavenly colors and see what happens. Also, yes, the music is a lot better. Okay. QI, impossible home taken over Wally's farm. What are we doing tonight? You don't mind me asking? We're looking at colors that we could potentially use to color our High Elder Angels. So we're looking up heavenly colors, quote unquote. I guess we're just gonna try contrast Hazbin Hotel's main color scheme in general. So any, like, I guess springtime lighter colors will do fine. So the main thing we're just gonna try avoid reds and golds, I guess. We could maybe use golds, but I guess we could just use silver too. Hi, Wolfheart. I think the older looking one should be green and shades of blue. And you know it would be a cool concept? Since, I don't know, from what I can see in Hazbin Hotel, I doubt there is going to be a quote-unquote god figure. There might be, like, a being of pure good, but not necessarily a god from what I can tell. And plus, in Hazbin Hotel lore, since I'm counting it as something very different from actual mythology, the angels made it. So what if it was, like, the old man's idea to make Earth? So he would be closest in terms of color, thus the green and blues. Basically Rue's opposite. Yeah, basically Rue's opposite. Because you got, like, the Silly Devin Sins, and you think they'd be the pure evil of the universe, I guess, but apparently not. You got root of all evil. So I'm assuming they just go with an exact opposite, not necessarily call it a god. I don't know. Vibspop could prove me wrong later down the line, but I think she's gonna go the mostly safe route and not really hint of a god. Okay. Ooh, these might be cool, nice colors right here. I'd say these would be cool, nice blue colors for him. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Today's film news is pretty exciting. It's been confirmed that Amazing Digital Circus Episode 3 is going to revolve around Zooble, and it's the darkest episode in the series. Oh. Well, I don't know. I'm happy it's Zooble because that sounds cool, but I'm like, oh boy, what kind of messed up stuff is going to happen? Ooh. Well, since the world is mostly ocean, let's try maybe more sea foam colors. But I do see some nice greens over here. Craftable mac and cheese. I'm just here waiting for episode 8 of Murder Drones. Who knows? I guess I'm more patiently waiting for Murder Drones. Take their time as long as they need to for now. I am kind of curious to see how that show ends, or if they'll just leave us on a cliffhanger for a potential season 2. But we have to really wait and see. It kind of just seems like they're going to be taking a break from Murder Drones to focus on Digital Circus and bringing up one other show. I can't remember what that other show is right now, though. I found an article of an interview with Johnny Depp in which he called his acting career somewhat tragic. I mean, if he had to go through what he had to go through, I'd say it's pretty tragic. It involved me getting tissues. If the new episode involves me getting tissues, then I might need to go to the store and buy some more tissues. Oh. What is up with my okay. Maybe we'll hold on to these colors. They're all missing Amber Heard documentary and how clever and a musician. Okay, interesting. It seems like making a Dragon Ball theme park of some kind. Okay. I guess we'll just focus on the older one for now. Not me vibing with the music in the background. Nice. So I guess we'll work on the Elder first. And let's just pull up all the palettes that we could be using for this guy. Let's bring that there. And one more. And Seafoam. Okay. Hello, fellow night owls. I'm here. Hello, Leona Baker. You know, the funny thing about this character is that these are just blank eyes. Well, this is where he actually sees. But we gotta figure out what his complexion is. So far from what we can see, because I'm trying. Oh, hi, Lila. It's good to see you here now. Because I'm trying to think of all the denizens of heaven and like what they their general colors are. Unless if they're humanoid, most of the time they're gray. Because look at Emily, Sarah, and even Vaggie. Because I'm going to say Vaggie is a natural born heaven denizen. She was in heaven. She was not a human. They're all gray. Oh, hi Swift. Hey Begs, I have one question. Who won at Art Fight? Oh, Art Fight is still going on for another 4 weeks. And so far Team Stardust is in the lead, but that can very much change. I don't know if you heard this or not, Pegasus, but I found an article talking about how one of the Hawaiian Islands are going to release thousands of mosquitoes via helicopter. I have not heard of that. That sounds like a very dumb idea. Oh wait, I misread that. I just found an article talking about how one of the Hawaiian Islands, they are going to release thousands of mosquitoes via helicopter. Yeah, that sounds very dumb. I don't know what that's all about. Never heard of that. As an effort to save a nearly extinct bird species. I mean, even if it was, mosquitoes are gonna spread germs and diseases faster than the birds can eat them. I don't know. That sounds kind of dumb to me. I don't know how to work Art Fight. It's okay. I only joined Art Fight 2 years ago, and it's not too difficult to follow. So I guess we're just gonna stick with the standard pattern I've seen. Do you guys have insect-eating bats on the islands? No. At least not that I'm aware of. I'm pretty sure Hawaii does not have bats. Mosquito release in Hawaii to save rare birds from extinction. Every week a helicopter drops 2,500 mosquitoes with a natural occurring bacteria that acts as birth control on the islands for a remote archipelago. Around 10 million of them are released. The only thing that's more tragic is if the bird went extinct if we didn't try. Huh. I have no idea because I don't see these things happening. It might be on some other islands. But crazy. That's crazy. I never heard of that before. Oh no, bad period. Wow. Fine, Pegasus, we have a problem. My sister has started the Apple War. Lila, remember, no spamming in the chat. Just broke out the information about flying mosquitoes via helicopter things. Yeah, that is a very interesting thing to think about. Nah, I've never heard of that before. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I was coloring this guy. Well, yeah, so I'm just gonna try follow the patterns what that Vivs have for the most part set. And it seems like a lot of denizens of heaven that are humanoid angels or higher ups are either pale in complexion like Lucy, I'm going to assume he was pale in complexion starting as an angel, or they're just gray. Mosquitoes with stuff in them to help birds populate. I guess the stuff's in the mosquitoes as a birth control, so that means they don't go too crazy. And I guess there are just a type of birds that eat mosquitoes, apparently. I did not know that was a thing. That sounds like something that might be happening on the other islands. I know I would get you in trouble. Let's try this. Did it go through? Your last message was about the mosquito and the helicopter thing. Or sorry, your last message was as an effort to say nearly extinct bird species. And then after that, I did not receive anything. Everybody's been pink hearts. Okay. No spamming in the chat. I can't even talk about bird species eat anymore. It's called the Pink War. Yeah, I don't know. YouTube is weird. They censor weird stuff. Why are you ruining my fun? They're doing it because the abundance of food often increases population in nature. Did that go through? Yes, that part did go through. Yeah, gotta go. Nice hanging out with you. Thank you for hanging out with us, Wolfheart. Hope to see you around. I have a really cool idea. And we're going to do this. Bye, Wolfheart. Lila said no spamming, please. I'm happy that you're excited, but please don't spam. So what do you guys think so far? Yeah, because I remember Lucy has seemingly white wings on the outside, but it's at red on the inside. So I thought it'd be cool if I give him those similar wings to his. Hi, Picasso. Nice, thank you guys. And it should give like a nice pop of color, because you got Heck where it's mostly reds, blacks, and golds, and then you got Heaven where it's blues and golds, and sometimes white. So I thought it'd be cool to have like a wide array of colors compared to Heck. Should we make the green a little bit lighter? Do you think it looks better with a lighter green? Okay. Okay, and actually, let's just keep this teal green and see how this flows out. Because we are going to do this. Back here. Going back says, can you make a Hazbin Hotel one? Hazbin Hotel one? What do you mean? Because these High Angels are for Hazbin Hotel. How do I get more subscribers? I'm not entirely sure. I have no idea how I even have the subscribers I do have, other than make content you like, or if you like a certain media, like Welcome Home, I guess, at the time for me, make stuff for that fandom. Okay, I'm gonna go now. Bye. Bye, Lila. Layla. Should we choose a more lighter color? I think we need a lighter color. What do you guys think? And since I'm not good at coming up with names, we're gonna use the good old-fashioned name generator. The colors look really good. Thank you. Well, I'm going to head out. Everyone, I'll catch up on another stream. Bye, Leona. So real. On the name generator, yep. Cadriel. I don't know if I said that name right, but I'm gonna say it as Cadriel. Let's make that darker so we can actually see it. Zephyro sounds like his name. Zephyro? Zephyral. Zephyral. Which of it's for you? I guess Zephyral will be a good placeholder for now. We'll have, like... We can name one of the other ones, the other one. Right, this one is saved. We can always fix it later, the name at least. And now we need for this guy. No. I feel like... Okay, so... Going by how... Cake Man... Yeah, Cake Man. Judging by how Charlie described how in their universe the world started, it was a group effort by angels. So maybe the... Okay, Zephyral is like top guy. He's the one who came up with the idea and just commissioned all the other angels to help out pitch in. Oh yes, the cute Cake Man. So maybe this guy is the one who came up with all the edible plants that humans would be able to eat. It's thanks to him that we have pineapples. And dragon fruit. Give me a sec, guys. I gotta go check something. Hello, people in chat. How are you guys? I'm good. And maybe that's why he talks about cake, because he's the guy that came up with all the foods. And he's like, you know what? What happens if I combine these foods to make another type of foods? So, back to Pinterest we go. Ooh, these colors could be nice. Because I think I want greens and yellows for him. More actual greens and not seafoam green. Okay, now let's go back here. Oop. What's going on? Go back to our cake guy. You know, let's make him just this color. Oh, he used to have the sweetest name out of the angels. Yeah, because he's the one who brought you all the foods. The fruits, the vegetables, and all this edible stuff that humans can enjoy. But would it be crazy if this was the one who fashioned the garden for Adam and Eve? Because he's the one in charge of food, and one key component of survival is food. Like, he fashioned everything in the garden to be safe and comfortable for Adam and Eve. And I guess Lilith at one point in time. But things did not pan out that way. He's like, man, he watches like everything go to poop, and he's like, man, I put in so much work for that garden. We don't talk about Lilith after the last chapter. Oh yeah. Yeah, I wrote Lilith to be the main reason I wrote Lilith to be the way she is, because I wanted her to be the opposite side of the same coin to Adam. Because Adam being the first man, he's for some reason an a-hole, and like the antithesis of toxic masculinity and misogyny. So I thought it was only fair that Lilith be the exact same, except she's the symbol of like toxic misandry. Because it's only fair, the first man turned out so awful, it should only be fair that the first lady, since that's Lilith, turn out similar. Let's see. It makes sense, I mean. Who the heck distances their children from their father and disappears for 7 years? We don't talk about. Yeah, abandons her 7 years and has just been chilling up in the Heaven Bahamas while their family is struggling down back home. Then again, we'll have to wait for season 2 and see how this gets cleared up. But until then, I think she's sus. she's partly inspired by one comic I came across when someone was depicting Lilith, Eve, and like Lucy and Adam like all interacting with each other in the Garden of Eden. And one particular line stood out to me with what Lilith said to Adam when he asked her, "Was I not enough?" And she says, "Yes, you were not enough." So that gave me pause, like, oh, what if she only got with Lucy because she knew, compared to Adam, not only is he a high heavenly being, he's powerful and is a creator, is a craftsperson, a creator. He's like a way bigger upgrade than the person they've given me. So she did not necessarily get with him entirely out of pure innocent love, but also because of what Lucy could potentially give her. So that's kind of where I got that idea from. And maybe on some level she did love him, on some level. Like, I've seen like a lot of these videos on TikTok of like ladies marrying their husbands, having children with them, only to suddenly just back out of the marriage, leaving their children behind. Sometimes, not all of them, sometimes they leave the children with their father to go, quote unquote, find themselves. Only for them to realize, actually, this is a lot harder than I thought. I kind of want to go back to my husband now. Or in some even worse cases, they take their child with them and they realize being a single mom is not easy as they thought it would be, and now they're begging and crying on the internet for their husbands to take them back. So maybe on some point in time she did love him, but she's kind of just like Adam, looking out for number one herself. Oh yeah, and there's going to be another important character. Let's see if I can bring her up. Grow to love more, power more. In a way, yeah. Did I save her in the right folder? Please tell me I did. Okay, please tell me I didn't lose it. Oh boy. Oh no, please don't tell me I didn't lose it. Oh, there she is. So this is Lai. Lai is one of those, is a not a protagonist, antagonist of the story. And she is one of those devout followers of Rue for whatever reason. I don't know. I don't necessarily understand cult people, but that's who she is. And she has met Yu in her living time, and she is one of those people who horribly betrayed Yu. So when she perishes, she goes down here in Heck. But instead of like suffering and warming around in Heck, she manages to wiggle her way into being Lilith's like lackey or right-hand lady. And she kind of just brings out the worst in Lilith. So how I'm writing Lilith and Adam is that they start off okay for the most part. They're not good, but they're not terrible people. but over time they do just become the worst versions of themselves. Adam, over time, just becoming so desensitized with the exorcisms he's doing, and yeah, just essentially being desensitized and feeling going on a power trip because of it, in a way losing his sense of like the goodness inside of him, while Lilith surrounded herself with bad people to help her, I guess, exceed in a way, or to gain more attention, followers, to be able to worship her in a way. Lie just brings out the worst in Lilith. Like when Lilith notices like Lucy is feeling sad and depressed and missing their kid, you, Lie's like, yeah, I've seen a lot of men like that. They choose their children over their wives. And she says, you better do something about that before he decides to leave you to go back to his kid. And she's like, how do I do that? She's like, well, what my mother did with me, with my father, is that she had me trapping him with her. You don't have to go through with this. It's just, something I've seen my mother do to keep her man around. So she kind of plants that idea in her head. She's that kind of person. So yeah, she's a lot of work. That's crazy. So she just ends up bringing the worst in Lilith, and because she does so much for Lilith, because in the beginning Lilith is kind of not as respected. People only respect her because of who's in her corner, which is Lucy. She helps her Lilith gain a cult-like following and the devotion that Lilith also wants. And so she becomes Lilith's right-hand woman, and Lie just ends up living basically in the laps of luxury because who she serves. Distrust bats. And she's also low-key the reason why Adam starts to spiral in a bad way, spiral downwards too. But it started off with questionable intentions. Because Adam, on some level, does care about you. And he knows what Lie did to you in the living. But when he sees Lie basically living her best life, and heck, it royally pisses him off. So he wants to start the extermination to, like, knock her down a peg. And it starts off that's the reason, but over time he forgot why he did it. He forgot why he did it. He did it to punish the truly awful, terrible sinners who are not really getting punished in heck. Father figure in the beginning, he's kind of like that estranged uncle. It's like, you can trust him with your kid, he's gonna look out for him, it's just that he'd rather be doing his own thing. But he does care on some level. He's more of an uncle, I'd say. In the beginning, Adam may have been a little bit more closer as a way to cope with the fact that Rue took away his children. So he might have just been hanging around you to cope with the loss of, like, him losing his kids. It's a basically complicated relationship. If I had to say who would be more of a father figure, it'd probably be be these three, the High Elders, who are more of the father figures, or at least a good male role model, one could say. Because I do want there to be good angel characters and not ones that are a little bit too naive like Emily, because that's the vibe I get from her. She's the naive kind of angel. So I want these High Elders to be, yes, they're good, they're wise, kind, but they can be scary and strict when they need to be. So while yes, Cake Guy can be very sweet, very kind, he's probably the softest one. If his people is in danger, the people he cares about are in danger, or somebody does something wrong someone he cares about, he can be very scary.
There's an old familiar silence when I'm lost inside my heart. I can't hear the voice inside me. So
that's the kind of characters I'm trying to make them out to be. But I want to braid his hair. But yeah, for those who read the fanfiction, that's kind of why Lilith doesn't necessarily like you, because she sees you as a threat of taking away, will want her kind of source of power. Oh, hi, Annie. But also being like, in a weird way, jealous. Like, I guess, if you think of it like this, like, I guess, I'm trying to think of it like, you know how she like rejected Adam? Maybe in her mind she thought, if I deny him me, maybe I can force him to change and to bend to my will. But instead of that happening, the angel was like, alright, we'll give you a second wife. Take this one instead. She's like, really? So with that in her mind, it's like, well, I better make sure he doesn't, for some reason, leave me for whatever reason. Hi, Coda. Did the music stop? Oh, wow. That's all of the music. Okay. Here we go.
How do celebrities like Justin Bieber and The Rock generate hundreds of millions of dollars? It's actually
I think the wings may be a little too close to his color. To his skin color. Conniving, very conniving Lilith. Well, if Adam becomes literally the symbol of like toxic masculinity, I'm going to make Lilith toxic misandry. Million dreams will forever remind me of you and Lucy. Oh yeah, especially the reprise. Were you the one who sent me that ask on Tumblr? Yeah, I thought so, because you said million dreams. But that one's like, that's just like my ask. I recognize that ask. Give me a sec, I'm just trying to...
And for your father. Since when has happiness ever been bored?
Every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take.
Oops.
A million dreams for the world we're gonna make.
Man, imagine if he's sitting over his first rubber duck. He's sitting over his first rubber duck and he's thinking back and that's the song they were singing. Or even better. So imagine... In the beginning it starts off with a child's voice, so like Lucy's lamenting like, man, they won't let me put my ideas on Earth. And then you is sitting there like, you know what? What if we created our own planet? And he's like, our own planet? And he starts singing. He starts singing this song.
Close my eyes and I can see a world that's waiting up for me, that I call my own. Through the dark, through the door, through where no one's been before, but it feels like home. They can say it all sounds crazy.
They can say we've lost my mind.
I don't care, so call me crazy. We can live in a world that we design. 'Cause every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. Oh, a million dreams for the world we're gonna make. There's a house we can build.
Every room inside is filled with things from far away. Special things I compile, each one there to make you smile.
On a rainy day. They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say we've lost our minds. I don't care if they call us crazy. Run away to a world that we design. Every night I lie in bed.
Dang, this just makes me mad at Lucy. Again, I wouldn't say Lucy is... I guess he was naive in his own way. The type that gets tunnel vision type of thing. Since he's never experienced the type of love he has with Lilith, that's something he focused on a little bit too hard on. That it made him not think very clearly about the consequences of his actions, and which may or may not have led him to break his promise with you, saying, hey, don't do something that'll get you in trouble, which was giving them the apple of knowledge of good and evil, and all that happening and getting banished. And since he was so caught up in his emotions for Lilith, in the very last moments when they were going to be banished, he just wasn't thinking about anything else outside of that. Not to justify what he did, but it's like he let his he may have let his emotions a little bit too much to dictate what he does. You know what would make this even more sad? This part of the song where it's the lady and him singing as they're adults. What if this is just the part? So the child part of the song is you singing about how I'm gonna make this world for you, so you can put all your dreams and all your ideas on it. But the later half of the song is Lucy and Lilith singing about their dreams, what they want to do. And that's what this adult part of the song is. And that's him and Lilith singing together, all the while Yu is working hard behind the back.
However small, let me be part of it all. Share your dreams with me. You may be right, you may be wrong, but
Say that you'll bring me along.
to the world you see, to the world I close my eyes to see. I close my eyes to see.
Every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head.
A million dreams are keeping me
A million dreams, a million dreams.
I think of what the world could be,
A vision of the one I see.
a million dreams is all it's gonna take.
A million dreams for the world we're gonna
For the world we're gonna make.
Yeah, ain't that sad? Yeah, ain't that sad? I think this angel is my favorite one. Oh, nice, thanks. He's the one who created all the food that humans can eat. Mega sad. Much better tone out. Hi, Melissa. Yeah, I love his colors. How are you all doing? I'm doing good. We are coloring some angels for Hazbin Hotel These are some of the High Elders. Not the happy music after that. Yes, we have to lighten up the mood somehow. Lost Song, yep, it's Lost Song. And now it's this guy, our favorite boy. I wish for a season 2. Maybe. I need more story of it. The story was a bit confusing to me, a little bit. Near the end, I was like, oh. Alright, now we need to figure out colors for this young gentleman. Give me a sec, I gotta pull up Pinterest again. And we're going back here. Maybe sky colors? Maybe. Because I'm trying to figure out his role first, and then we can figure out colors around that. Is this like a 24-hour stream by now? Nope. It's only been 1 hour. Yeah, let's start with 2 slideshows of 2 individuals until plot thickens and realizations. I think... Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what his role is, that's why. Maybe he created the animals? Yeah, it'd be cool if he's the one who created all the animals. And it was through him, and Sarah had to convince him to let you create animals too. Okay, we already had enough greens and yellows and blues. We need to find different colors. I meant not Skyland. Sky, not land. Oh, okay. Purple? Maybe purple. I'm gonna try pull up the other 2 again and try get a good look at them. Oh yeah, no. We might need to change this guy's green shirt because the Elder's teal wings might clash with his shirt, so we're gonna have to change that later. Actually, no, let's fix that now because it's gonna bug me until then. Yeah, look. His teal wings might clash with his shirt. So we might need to change that shirt. We could just make it a different green. Also, for the goddess of songs, literally I love all her songs, but the song of destruction, it's moments of realization, yeah, myths, with the wrong person's feelings. Unless that's what connects them. Maybe. But I guess I just don't want to have the Hazbin Hotel effect where everyone's red is kind of too much of the same shade of red, and their red blends in with the background. I don't want them to, like, blend in with each other too much. Unless we make the older one is theme mostly blues, like as the sky, like he's the head honcho. And we can give him more of the earthy colors. Let's try that. Let's make him more... His thing is more of blues. Imagine Belle singing this song in Neverland AU. Aw, that sounds cute. Oop. Wait, how come? Yeah, before the shirt and this color were very similar to each other. If you were to stand them right next to each other, I'm trying to imagine it in my head, it just seems too distracting. The fact that his wings are just so similar to his shirt, and it kind of just seems like it would just blend together a little bit too much if they were to stand right next to each other. And also, I guess because I don't want them sharing the same colors, I want them to be unique and have their own unique colors, and not worry about them having to share the same colors. But we can still keep, like, the eye colors the same. Now we can keep that teal right there. There we go. I think this looks a little bit more nicer. A little bit. At least his wings won't merge with this guy. You can clearly see the distinctness between the two. And he looks more like a regal blue, too. Not gonna lie, the eyes kind of scare me. Well, biblical angels are kind of freaky, a little bit. Like, the first thing they have to say is when they show up to someone is, "Be not afraid." But if you look up and you see, like, a giant wheel with covered with eyeballs, you'd be a little freaked out, like, okay. Let's not forget Gabriel. I'm not entirely sure where people get this Gabriel idea from. I mean, I do know he's, like, in the Bible, but, like, where is this coming from? And I think it has to do with that, like, fan fiction wiki I see sometimes. Yeah, because I see when people say, "Is he gonna meet Gabriel? Are they gonna meet that?" I'm like, Gabriel's not even in the show. And then I look like, oh wait, they're talking about Gabriel as in from that fan fiction. There is a Gabriel angel in the Bible, but when it comes to the show, there is none. But there is a fan fiction that incorporates Gabriel, and apparently it has its own wiki, and that's where people are getting the idea from. So for a while I was super confused, like, there is no Gabriel in the show. Okay, now I can sit. Okay, now that the two are close together, you can now they seem very distinct. They won't merge together now. They're right over here. I wonder if he appears, or if Viv is leaving out more well-known angels in favor of different ones. From what I can tell and what people point out, is that she wants, I guess, the popular, recognizable characters within Christian/Judaist lore that people can kind of recognize. But when it comes to slightly more obscure, or ones that require a bit more knowledge of, she might be leaving those one out. And I have a feeling she kind of just wants the aesthetics of that religion, but not actually wants to follow by that rule, if you get my drift. She wants the aesthetics, but not necessarily going to follow what the lore behind this religion is. So that's why when people bring up Gabriel, I'm like, huh? Who are any of these people? And then I remember, oh yeah, there was like a whole thing. Like, I'll show you guys. Has been hotel wiki. Yeah, so there's the normal wiki. Then there's like this weird fanfic wiki. Journey? Yeah, Journey to the Light fanon wiki. And that's like its whole thing. Yeah, and before they did not have this wiki is not canon. Before, it did not distinct between what was canon and what was not. So a lot of people just hopped on to the Journey of the Light and they thought it was canon, or they just thought it was part of the show, which it wasn't. So it got very confusing when they brought up characters that were not in the show. Think characters like Gabriel. And since I'm not familiar with that story at all, I'm just not going to incorporate it. Okay, let's see. Green and oranges. Let's try. Okay, a lot of sun. How about these colors? What in the world? That's how it's. Alright, so we got the blues, and then we have the greens and oranges. I guess all that's left is purples and reds, but we can't do reds because reds is hex color. So I guess we gotta stick with more greens and purples. Maybe light tan. Maybe light tan. The Song of Destruction healing together. Yeah. Let's just try forests. Or what other biomes are there? How about green and winter colors? Let's see. Desert? I guess desert too. I guess let's try gathering. Now that might be too close to the sky. Alright, so desert, I guess. These colors could be cool too. Are we getting too close to orange? We should Yes, this one. Okay. Why not snag some of these colors too, just in case? No, actually, let's find some purples, just in case. Okay. That one. Sure, we'll hold on to that. And then the last one. Okay, merge that. Alright. So let's look back at these two. We have blue hair, orange pinkish hair. So we have blue and orange. Nova, yo, first time viewer here. Your art style is so gorgeous. Thank you. And thank you for joining us. Let's see if this darker purple could be a nice. Let's just make it a little bit closer here. remember. I wanted gold under his eyes. Like, right, there's a little streak of gold underneath his eyes. Did the songs end? The songs ended, okay. What else is there to play? That won't get me in trouble. Yeah. Because why not?
When you fly with Southwest, we give you our all. Low fares and no hidden fees. All for you.
Dearly beloved, it is my pleasure to say unto thee, welcome to heaven. Oh, where the virtuous reside 24/7. Oh, people are happy that they died, 'cause here we got no worries, got no burglaries, no strife. It's the perfect afterlife. Welcome to heaven. Oh, check out our sick decor, the spirit's there. Oh, please keep your brimstone off the floor. We got the best and brightest, the politest of the lot, and everyone is hot.
Gosh, I'm so pleased to show some outsiders around. After you see all around, you'll never wanna go back
Of
down.
course it is just temporary. I'm sorry you can't stay. 'Cause every single day in heaven is a happy day. Welcome to heaven.
Sorry, I'm gonna leave it on repeat just because this song is just too perfect for what we're doing right now.
Dearly beloved,
If it gets annoying, you can tell me to stop though.
welcome to heaven. Oh, where the virtuous reside 24/7. Oh, people are happy that they died, 'cause here we got no worries, got no
Actually, I'm actually starting to like how this is turning out right now.
perfect afterlife.
I like his darker complexion in contrast to his lighter hair.
Out our sick decor, the spirit's there. Oh, please keep your brimstone off the floor. We got the best and brightest, the politest of the lot.
I'm not entirely sure. If we're talking about in like terms of actual mythology, I'm not entirely sure. But in terms of this show, who knows, maybe. Maybe there'll be slight mourning or sadness that they can't be here with you. I mean, when people describe Heck, they say it's a place so horrible that it's not a fate that people would wish on their worst enemy.
My pleasure to say unto thee, welcome to heaven. Oh, where the virtuous reside 24/7. Oh, people are happy that they died, 'cause here we got no worries.
Some saying that them begging to give them a chance to warn their family to not go to where they're going. So even if it meant being reunited with your loved one in Heck, they'd rather their loved ones be safe in heaven than suffer with them. But then again, Hazbin Hotel's Heck is basically just a more worse version of apparently LA in the show it says. Just temporary.
Sorry you can't stay. 'Cause every single day in heaven is a happy day. Welcome to heaven. Dearly beloved, it is my pleasure to say unto thee, welcome to heaven. Oh, where the virtuous reside 24/7.
I think I need to change this yellow bit. That yellow bit's just bugging me.
That they died, 'cause here we got no worries, got no burglaries, no strife. It's the perfect
Afterlife.
welcome to heaven. Oh, check out our sick decor, the spirit's there.
Oh wow, he looks so down to earth.
Don't off the floor, we got the best and brightest, the
I'm just liking how he's looking right now.
and everyone
And I'm just trying to imagine like how these three are just reacting when they're just passing by, minding their own business, and then this is their song they're hearing. He'd probably be bopping around, bopping to the song. He's just going to be stoic and still like, yep, this. Okay, you sing your hearts out, I guess. He's bopping. He's be like, what are they doing? He's just probably minding his own business throughout the whole song. Hi, X. Perfect afterlife. Looks lovely. Thank you. Like they're not having a meeting, they're just minding their own business. They're like getting a coffee or something. It's like they're St. Peter singing this. Singing this stuff, they're like, huh? You never wanna go back down. It's a happy day. Baby orange. Okay, we can play something else now. Sadly, they don't have any more Heaven music in Hazbin Hotel that could fit, so. Find more music that's a lot more upbeat.
Wow, I just built the most amazing workflow on Monday.com.
You build your own workflow? Why? There are
Let's see. He's low-key reminds me of a parrot. We got blues. What is that? Do we count that as a green? That's actually a weird yellow, surprisingly enough. This is a yellow. So I'm just gonna count that as yellow. We technically don't have a green. I wanna write a parody of Heck is Forever. Only it's Adam singing Heaven is Forever to my Seraphim OC. It's saying she's trapped in heaven because of the curse he placed on her. Okay. I wish you the best of luck. Writing song parodies is hard. I remember having to do that for homework one time. It was so difficult. I don't know, is he like too, I guess, not colorful? Maybe he is the odd ones out a little bit, that he's more darker in color. While all the other angels are kind of more brighter. He's kind of the odd ones out where he is a bit darker in tone. And since he's the odd one out, he kind of feels like, I'm the odd one out. Maybe I don't really have anything interesting to say. Oops. Because he does, like, stick out among the foliage to see his animals. There's always that one friend who's a little darker, but he's not emo. He's like... But I guess he's also like the real actual defender. And the thing, maybe the reason why he's unaware of the extermination is because it's not under his jurisdiction. Well, like, his jurisdiction is the protection of heaven. When he's not helping create Earth, his main job out after that is being the guard. But Adam basically created his own secret division under his nose, so he's not aware of this other set. I remember me and my friend did a parody of Grinch song, only if it was for William Afton. That sounds funny. I still have the lyrics we wrote down too in my closet. Nice. The best place to store like memories. I guess I gotta add his wings too, so. Spinning. Okay. His third pair of wings on his eyes, so we're just gonna leave that be. Maybe this one or this one, I guess. Let's try. So what do you think of the wings? Do you think we should pick a different inner color? You like this? Okay. Yeah, we'll put this down. I'm gonna try one more color just to see, just to test something. Mm. Just to make sure we have none of that. Okay. Let's try this. Hmm. Did you like the other one or the yellow? Which one do you guys think looks better? Maybe both. I think that's a little too inconsistent with the show. A little too out of there. Because as much as I want them to stand out a lot, I still want to stay within the rules of the show. Unless I do this, maybe. Wait, no. Yeah, no, they got Exorcist one's got patterns on their wings, so why not him, I guess. Maybe he's too moody. I think the yellow makes the green pop out a little. I think the yellow makes the green pop out a little. Okay. There you go. Good of both worlds, right there. Maybe he can be... Give me a sec. Oop. Enan? Man, I wish I knew how to say so. Give me a sec. Nice choice of their name. I'm just trying to find a way how you say it. Is there like a word pronouncer? Okay, let's try... That doesn't even say Indian. What the heck?
Indian.
That's not even how you say his name. Alright. And we didn't give the other one his name, so we gotta save this one. Swap over to him, because we didn't give him his name. Here, I guess this will be his name. Pele. Oop. There we go. So we got names. I have a very hard time speaking. I'll probably figure them out or just say them however I want to say them later. Like pedal. Pele. Iniani. Iniani? Inian? Man, I might just pick a different name because that's throwing me off. Anias? Let's just do Anias. Anias, it's close enough. That's not what I wanted. Whoops. Anias. Well, yep. Him. We save. So our 3 guys are done. Oh, I gotta get rid of the palette things over here. I gotta bring forth this one. Gotta put into a clear picture. And just, yeah. Anias looks huggable. He is huggable. He'll let you hug him. Even if he does look like he would not let you do so, he'll let you. Just don't hug him for too uncomfortably long, then he'll be like, okay, get off me, please. So yeah, there's our 3 boys. Our 3 guys. Our 3 angels. High elders. Yeah, I think this is the only one that stands out because I think his hair may be too detailed. He just doesn't seem like he fits in the Hazbin Hotel style. But I don't care. He looks great, and I love him, even with his giant creepy eyeball on his chest. They're looking fabulous. Awesome color choices. Yeah, because, I don't know. Hazbin's heck is reds and pinks and blacks. And Heaven, from what I can see, is blues, golds, and whites. So I'm like, you know what? Let's just go buck wild with the colors. Because in the Bible, it does describe that in heaven there are colors that we can't comprehend. His hair looks gorgeous. Thank you. Yeah, people... Pele's cute. Yay! Oh, we didn't do his glasses. I almost forgot about that. We gotta show detail in the glasses. But yeah, because in the Bible, in some parts where they do describe heaven, or like they say there's colors that we can't comprehend. So it's very colorful up there. There we go. These guys will help style each other's hair. he'll help style Paley's hair, but Palei, his hair, but this guy's like, don't touch my hair. It's fine. Annie, be quiet, you're a simp too. Yeah, no words can describe or bring justice to what heaven looks like. So I'm like, why not just make our angels, high elders, colorful? But yeah, let's see, how long have we been here? Oh, we're about to 2 hours. Nice! Perfect place to stop. So, our boys, our highest elder, he's the big honcho. He's the one who decided to create the earth and the humans. For what reason, we do not know. Only the high elders kind of somewhat know, but only he knows it entirely. And the high elders willingly helped him create this planet, so Pele worked on the plants and the food, and he make sure everything had something to eat. Make sure everything was fed. And Ananias, even though mostly a protector of heaven, was tasked to fill the world with living creatures. So he created the plant, he created the animals, the birds, the fish in the sea, the birds of the air, the animals that run on the land. But yeah. So I can't wait for all their animatics to be done. I love them in a non-simp way. Nice. But I think we have to call it a night. Oops, wrong one. Thanks for joining me, guys. Yeah, I have no words to describe. Just Alright, I read that. Thank you all for joining me. I hope you all sleep well for those who are supposed to be asleep. And for those who are in the morning times, good morning and have a nice day. And I hope to see you all guys soon. Bye!